Right. Think happy thoughts. Spectating is just as good as playing. Hello and welcome to this game played on the new patch between P.Uri.Tanner playing as the new 56th VDV USSR division. These are the Afghan veterans, so they bring a lot of very, very funny tools to the playground. And he's up against Fortitude Fence, who's playing as the 101st Airborne Division, and they're from Band of Brothers, which you can watch on HBO, who do not sponsor this show. And they're less of an airborne division and more of an air assault division. Think 2nd UK, except more about the helicopters and less about other stuff. But actually, no. It's actually incredibly similar to 2nd UK in a lot of ways, because they also get 2 cards of Meep Abrams from the show Roadrunner. And, what was it called? Wile E. Coyote or something. Hello and welcome to this live casted game. But of course, you're seeing it in the past. Hello and welcome to this live casted game played between Fortitude Fence playing as the American 100. Hello and welcome to. Hello and welcome to this live casted game played on the Death Row map on the new Warno patch with the new divisions. In the blue corner, we've got Fortitude Fence playing as the American 101st Airborne Division. This is more of an air assault division and less of a airborne division. And he's up against P.Uri.Tanner playing the 56Y VDV division, which once again is more of an air assault division and less of an airborne division. But they do get quite a few forward deployed tools. One of which he's not brought any of them. Where are they all? Okay, yeah. It's just not going well today. It's just not going well today. Hello and welcome to this casted game. No, it's not casted. It's live. Live cast. Cast iron. Cast iron. Hello and welcome to this live cast game played on Death Row between 2 of the top players in Warno, but they're not as good as me. In the blue corner, we've got Fortitude Fence playing the new American. No, you need to get new in there. New needs to be at the start. It's new. New patch, new divisions, new DLCs, new meta. Probably not. Hello and welcome to this patch played on the new game. Hello and welcome to this game played on the new patch, the new Warno patch between Fortitude Fence playing as the new American 101st Airborne Division, and he's up against P.Uri.Tanner playing the new 56YA VDV Division. These are the Afghan veterans. We're on Death Row. As you can see from the bottom, it's live. Of course, when you're seeing it might be in the past. And yeah, they're off. So Tanner deploying one of his units the wrong way round here. Massive skill issue. There's not really anything you can do about that. Fortitude Fence looks like he's going for an early attack. We see the immediate deployment of this howitzer, and he's going to be smoking this up. So, yeah. I mean, interesting, but you don't actually get that much forward deployed stuff as these divisions. You get Delta Force on the blue guys, which he hasn't brought. And on the red guys, you get these Razvedka SAS ripoff guys who have got stingers. They've got captured stingers because they're Afghan veterans, right? So they took them from the Mujahideen. And Tanner's not brought those either. So I'm really surprised because the 2 forward deployed units, neither player's bothered to bring. And if you look at the games on my channel of me versus Integer and Integer versus me, we both relied heavily on those units, and neither of these players are bringing those units. And that's what I love about casting games. It's way better than playing, because you can actually see new and interesting ways of doing things, such as buying an Eagle first tick to shoot down this Gov, which is probably going to die, because he can't land in time, because he was above the trees, but even then it takes him ages to land. Flies over 2 Afghanskis, but these things really don't do anything. They're in 35Y as well. Right, smokes out, guns out. I mean, Tanner should know that this is coming, but he's not really reacted at all. Like, he's still sending these guys to mid. Mid is empty. Like, this is just empty. Although Tanner is on the good side. He will get these 2 zones basically for free. That Rezo stat thing, probably not going to make it. It makes it. And these Aero Fire Team Dragon 2s, they've only got 5 strength, but they do pack a Dragon 2. Really interesting to see these 2 guys play, because they just play completely differently to how I play. And yeah, so we got some Pulmachiki here, which is another unit I don't bring. If you want to see the deck reviews, the you know, the deck builds for these divisions, please do check the link in the description. I played it live on stream. There's extra games there as well if you want to see more games with these divisions. Played it live on stream. And yeah, so we got two Meep Abrams coming in here, so he's going to sit in the smoke. I mean, if I was Fence, I'd be really worried about LGBTs. But Tanner's just not pushing. Like, there's nothing here. He should be running. He should see how much is here and think, man, that's a lot of stuff. And then he should push here. But he's not. In fact, this man has just sat there, not doing anything. So you hate to see it. This is a no-no. He's getting some hits. Needs to get that cool cluster thing out. 240mm cluster. Just hit that there. It'll kill the tank. Well, it takes 2 shots to kill a 3 armor vehicle. Every other vehicle in the game that's not 3 top armor dies in 1 hit from this very cool cluster 240mm. So, yeah. Fence just sort of beating up Tanner here. Tanner not capitalizing on his advantage in mid at all. Just sat there. Tanner doesn't play so much these days, and Fence plays a lot these days, so, you know, it's maybe not exactly fair. Oh, he's going for the CV. He doesn't get it. These guys have got quite unlucky. The Nonas bringing in the pain. More NSVs purchased. They will be good against these guys if they unload in time. The issue you've got with the BMP-2D is that it dies in 1 hit to Dragon 2s. Because this has 4 armor, and this deals 18 AP, heat AP, so it dies in 1 hit. More NSVs, but how's he going to deal with... I mean, he's winning, but like, he's just not going... Like, send this forwards. Come on, send this forwards. These guys are not even... Like, this is doing something. That's cool. But it's an AGS-17, so it can't blow anything up. This is in a pretty good spot to stop wraparounds. Pretty funny spot. That switched to HE, which I agree with. Cobra's coming in. There's no way... There is AA here. There's the 2 Afghanskis, and an additional Strel's been purchased. No one is just going for stuff. I mean... Tanner's quite content to play it slow and steady because he does actually have the advantage here. He is winning. He's going to have to worry about that Eagle, though. With his Escortini might just die. These NSVs are all right, I guess, against infantry, of which there is a lot. Would love to see some supply up here for Tanner. Would love to see Tanner walk forwards. Put that in this building. Put this over there. You know. Get this guy around to here. He doesn't know what we know. But even so, he should try something. HE bombers coming in. Fortitude Fence big on the air spam, despite the fact that his division that he's playing right now really does not get a lot of air. But I believe this is a quote from him. He said, every division is an air spam division if you try hard enough. So, the Abrams here are now going to hide in this corner. And I'm just really surprised that Tanner hasn't bought that 240mm cluster thing, because that would really mess everybody up. So Tanner buying a bunch of homosexuals here. Really likes these kind of small fire teams like these NSVs. You know, the faggots, of course. No, they don't do a huge amount against Abrams. That Cobra's going to be a big problem. He's not really reacting either. Phantom will finish him off. He didn't really have to do that because the Cobra would have killed him anyway. Need to remember to lean back instead of... the tendency is to lean in. Need to stop doing that now that I've got a face cam. Strela should clean up that Cobra. Hits it once. Remember, this is the Eagle AA2, so it doesn't have AMRAMs, it's got Sparrows instead. The same on 24th gets. Cobra doing the thing where it spins around. Afghansky is somehow unable to shoot that. Not sure why. Eagle's going to dive the homosexual, takes it out. Strela's should really get this. I mean, there's just so much AA there. But it does have many ECM. And these Afghanskis are terrible, so... Yeah, yet to see a... I mean, the Eagle's routed, right? So now we should buy the LGBT and take out this Abrams. Because these faggots just aren't doing anything. Literally doing nothing. Is that threading the needle there? It is, but it doesn't do anything, right? You might get side shot. No, deals 1 damage. Yeah, so Fortitude Fence, he swapped into MP Patrol. But Tanner is still winning. It is worth noting that Tanner is actually winning, because there's 2 points in the middle now. It used to be that if you contested mid and put a guy in here, you were winning. But now, I mean, well, he's not contesting mid. But Tanner's not really shoring up his position here. And Fence isn't really going for it. Like, this could just sit there and it'd be fine. It would be fine. Fence probably assumes that Tanner's got a guy in here, but he doesn't. Pretty wild. Would love to see from Tanner the 240mm cluster that this division is famous for. Because it would really do a... Because he knows it's back here. He knows it's back here. So he can just hit it with that cluster thing. And do some damage. Escartini being brought in. Remember, the Eagle's down. And the Escartini is cleaning up those MP patrols there. Yeah. Tanner really likes bringing faggots instead of conkers. I think it's because of the lack of... You know, they're cheaper, but they're not that much cheaper. They're like 15 points less. And they're way worse. Fence bringing in the Aero Fire Team Dragons. 45 points for a Dragon 2 is nothing to sniff at. But it's only got 5 strength. Right, okay, so now he's getting up into here. Getting up in this business. But yeah, really weird game from both players. I guess because they're playing divisions they're not familiar with. This is a friendly, right? They don't know that anybody's spectating. Friendly. They don't know anybody's spectating. What was the third one? They're trying new things. But yeah, Toto in there is going to be difficult to shift, so those Nonas really need to hit it. Problem with the Nona is it's only got 18 rounds in it. I mean, it's basically a car with a howitzer on it, so... Oh, it's actually tracked. I thought there was a wheeled Nona. It might be out of time frame, the wheeled one. I know it's in Red Dragon. Here we go! Oh, I thought that was the LGBT, but no, it's the Escartini. Stinger's going to take that out. One hits. Will he react? He's got it on a tap move instead of standard move. These guys are going to have time to fire another round. He's not going to survive that next volley. He does not survive that next volley. These should now be hitting that. Yeah, they are. 2 Phantom HEs about to come in at once again. Lots of Strellas here, slightly out of position. Need to be up here, really. And Tanner still winning. Fence now realizing, okay, I need to get in this zone now. And Tanner's just made absolutely no attempt to secure it at all. He's completely forgotten about all these units. Like, this is really weird as well. Like, it could at least be in that building. This should really be in there, and that should be in there, but... That's what it is. AGS about to come around, but it's not... You know, it can't really kill vehicles. So I'm not sure why he got the AGS one. Anyway, these guys are probably not going to make it, and they don't. I'm surprised Fence double-bombed that, instead of, you know, going for where he thinks that... Where he knows the CV is. There's really only one place the CV could be. Eagle's going to make it out on 1 HP again? Man, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. So, yeah, that's not fantastic for Tanner. He does get the bomber, though. And he is trying to move in. The advantage of for Tanner, when these are all dragons, are that these guys can just get up in their face and hit him. This thing actually has you know, incendiary launchers on it. The Reese is actually really good. Here we go. Abrams getting hit by homosexuals again, and Metis, but it's just not sufficient. It's just not sufficient. Just not sufficient. But yeah, this division also gets the Grad. The Grad would be so useful on this map. Because you can just hit this and kill them all. Or you can hit this and kill them all. Or you can hit this and kill them all. Or you can hit this and kill them all. Or you can hit back here and kill them all. You know, depending on where all the CVs are and stuff. The Grad is so useful on this map. Always bring a Grad on this map. But hey, they've tried new things. They don't know anybody's watching. So, yeah. So sadly, the range on this is only 850. It is really strong if it gets into range. But look at that range, right? So we'll see if he tries to bring it into range. The next problem he's going to have is that might kill it. He's losing his Afghanskis, but they're useless anyway. And look, Fence is now going... He's actually just left. That doesn't make any sense. He was fine there. His position was fine. He had so much stuff. But he's now going for mid. And to be honest, he can just clear this out because Tanner's not doing anything here at all. Tanner's still committing to this side. Like, he's not moved his T62s or anything. Fence just literally just ran away. It's actually pretty commendable. You don't see many people do full rotations like this. It is interesting. So these meeps are going to get in here, and this guy's just completely undefended. Tanner's just... Oh, he's realized now. Oh, yikes. Really cool thing about this squad, the RPG-16 has 1,025 meters range, which is really good. It's like the best range in the game. Sadly, the accuracy is very low, as you can see. 39%. But that's the best range of any shoulder-fired rocket launcher in the game. The pen is very low, though. I don't think you'd kill a 2-armor vehicle. You'd kill a 1-armor vehicle. So yeah, that's like ideal CV snipe thing, I guess. It's like an ambush unit. But it's generally coming in quite expensive transports. Tanner using the AGS thingy. So this is like some sort of MTLB. Oh, well, it's like a different type of MTLB. But it's still only got 1 armor. But it's got an AGS on it. This thing is probably going to die now. Yep, so Fence has taken that. And I'm pretty sure he can just come take this as well, because there's actually just nothing there. Tanner's not really rotating his... Oh, no, he is, because his tanks have gone. Right, he's sending the tanks over here. He wants to attack over here. Really commendable play from Fence. Really interesting game, watching him rotate like that. It was pretty cool, actually. But yeah, this... He's got 2 CV tanks. This guy doesn't do a lot of pen, so unless it's a side shot, and even if it is, it's actually not going to do a lot. So Tanner needs to get some CVs up on there. BMP-2D is going to hold him off with the Conkers, and that will work quite well, because there's not... You know, because he's got a really nice line of sight there. He's got this as well, so he can see, but there are stingers in there. Would love to see... Yeah, so he swapped to HE with the Nonas. He's hitting him. I'm yet to... What? I wouldn't bring that. I wouldn't bring that. But hey, he's coming in. We'll see if the... Because the Stingers will probably intercept one or both of them. The Chaparral definitely. It misses. And he hits absolutely nothing because it's just not a very good unit. So I'm really surprised he's bringing all these and not the AT2, which is better, or the LGBT, which is better. I guess because he's trying new things. But damn, that was heavy. 30 pen right on the front just totally wipes him out. And then he goes for a Chaparral next. The rocket's dealing a bit of damage to that Abrams. That guy's not going to make it. Really surprised to see the lack of LGBT from Tanner. Tanner's very, very, very useful. I mean, the LGBT is very, very, very useful. Yeah, and Fence just pouring it on him. And Dragon 2s do one-shot these, but when you're out of range, they don't. But thankfully, he just vanishes into the ether. No vision changes in this patch, sadly. No vision changes, sadly. I need to lean back. Lean back in the gamer chair. Lean back in the gamer chair. This guy's just been firing all game without reproach. I don't actually think the Nonas can hit him. Really surprised by the lack of meta units from Tanner. I guess he's just trying new things. I think I've said that about 10 times now. And the air tab is really expensive on 101st Airborne. They just don't get a whole lot. So to see Fence play like that is pretty wild. So Tanner was probably hoping this game would end in 5 minutes, and now it looks like it's going to go on for another 24. But yeah, I don't think Fence realizes that he can literally just take this. Tanner's just been completely wiped out. He's going to try and get this in here, but he's got to get some smoke on the go, because this thing will wipe you if you're there. And if you're here, these guys will kill you. So you got to get some smoke on the go, or you're just not going to make it in. Looks like he's going to mass attack. He's got 2 tanks here, not really doing anything. Lots of units here, not really doing anything. And they're not in, like, particularly like, this isn't really in a good spot. If it was here, you could fire your ATGMs across that field. Yeah. But yeah, I personally think 101st is the better div out of the two in terms of, like, when they play against each other. I think 101st has a big advantage. Simply because they get Abrams, and these guys get T-62s. So, you know, we are not the same. Sniper should take that out. The Apache's going to be a big problem, actually. Simply because of the range. Well, it depends how close he brings it. If this Afghansky opens up on it, then it'll be forced to back. But if he just sits there on low altitude... I think he's on high altitude. And, yeah, it's very difficult for Tanner to get a CV in here. It's basically impossible now. So he needs, like, mass artillery preparation. With loads of fire support. But as soon as he gets up... Like, there's just too many units here. And he needs to whittle them down, but it's easier said than done. There's just so much there. Like, what the heck? I really do feel that Fence could have just continued to sit in here. But he did need to make it so that he would stop losing points. So I can understand why he's done what he's done. And now I don't understand, because he's got two... No, he's only got one CV left. He should try and, you know, get to here and then put a CV here. It's usually the common place. But he probably just assumes that Tanner's all up in this, and he's not. Like, Tanner could have a guy here. Could have, like, ATGMs in here or something. I don't know. But it is what it is. And, yeah, so Fence attacking. Not sure why he'd do that. I'm not sure why he'd attack here. And now that Totu does not one-shot these. These guys are 3-vet because everybody's been buffed by the CV. So Tanner's fighting with enhanced veterancy. I think Fence is as well, actually. We'll see. No, he's not, because these would be coming up with... Yeah, so you got to be here to fight with enhanced veterancy, apparently. I wish they'd made that zone a little bit bigger. Because you got to be, like, basically on top of the CV. It's kind of hard. That Totu actually survives. Nona's going to miss again. This guy's been getting such good value for money. He probably won't... He definitely won't kill this, but he will upset it. This guy's in a good spot. Tanner needs some smoke here to get the CV in, I think. Or another thing you can do is, like, smoke here. And then you're only fight... So if you smoke here, you're only fighting these units. And nobody that's here can actually help. So then you can push all your guys up and kill them all. So you isolate... You cut the enemy's fire support with smoke, basically. But, yeah. Not sure what the plan was there. Right, here we go. He's going in now. This thing will actually probably stop those. It depends if it gets a good firing angle. The Strelas are probably out of range. And they probably won't get in range because they're quite slow. But yeah, this... Oh, no, he's got it on a move order instead of attack move. Oh, no, there's an Apache there. Never mind. This thing's so dead. I thought it would just be the two Chinooks, but he brought the fire support helos. It's an interesting place for the... Shouldn't this be like here or something? I don't know. This guy basically sees everything. Really cool play from Fence. But yeah, here comes the AA. It's missing. Not sure what's going on there. It's missed again. Here come all the tanks. What is the purpose of this? Why isn't it on the ground? Is he just bringing it to upvet all his Apaches? And yeah, that's not doing anything. Would love to see these tanks engage, although there is a Totu there, so maybe not. I'd love to see them not just be sat there not doing anything. Really good Nona hits on that Abrams, bringing it down to low HP. But Fence has managed to land units here. It's just his choice of CV is very odd. If that was a rate... I mean, I know he bought it at the start. So is he what? Is he going to try and get all the way around here? Well, we'll see. I mean, that's not... Oh, no, these coming this way instead of that way. So it's probably going to work. Because they just won't see him. Or will they? We'll pay close attention. So yeah, the fire support's going to clear this out because none of them have dragons and the helicopters aren't in position to help. So here come the helicopters, but the Strels are there to meet them. These ATAS Apaches have stingers and hellfires and the autocannons. So yeah, the Strels are opening up. They've got so many rounds. Takes out one, gets stunned by the Eagle, but now he's good. That's going to fly over all the AA. I'd be surprised if that makes it out. It makes it out. The Strelas are just eating these helicopters for breakfast. There's more here. Chinooks being sent in front to soak hits, but... Yeah, Apache dead, ATAS Apache dead, Cobra dead, Kiowa dead. That's a huge loss of points. Goes for the Strelas. Doesn't drop the bombs. Not sure about that. Dies. Fence now pushing over here because he knows, oh, always fire spots over here. So what Tanner needs is just a few RPGs just down this hill. And he's got one there, he's got one there. So if this guy gets in there, he can start doing some serious damage. Fence just totally throwing, and then that's GG. Oh man, what was that? If Fence had got his massive blob and taken it to the zone where he did the cool heli attack, he would have won. If he'd stayed in that other zone as well while attacking the other zone, he could have won. Lots of opportunities for victory there. Really funny game. Neither player really bringing meta units. And you saw both of the... I mean, we can't really call it the meta, but there are certain units that I personally think are better. Somebody has quit my tournament. Anyway, we'll check the kill list. So, yeah, strong showing from Fence, but then he just kind of threw it all away. Tanner, slow and steady. Got the 2 mid zones with a fairly standard opener, and then just sat there. But, yeah, I don't know. I feel like Fence made some mistakes that game. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Please do let me know what you think. New divisions, new map. You should be thinking happy thoughts. If you're thinking sad thoughts, don't let me know. It's contagious.